Hello everyone, I hope everyone can hear me clearly. Yes, I think yes. Yes. Today we'll start with understanding how we can model a chair. One of our student got this interview test. What we'll do is take a chair. I'll share that in a second. So one second, where did it go? Yep. So this is the chair he got for the interview. How to create this chair? The reference is only one image, so there are no images found, similar images. There were no dimensions to this as well. So the student was pretty like confused how to achieve this. So what we will do is now understand how to create this. What I did is when I found this image, when the student sent me this image to understand what he wanted to do. So I quickly went and searched for Google where I could found like a similar image which I can use it as a dimension for it. What I did is did a Google search for it, which is if I go to my Google and then click on this search image with lens upload file, you can just upload this file like this and then you'll find multiple chairs or objects similar to this chair. So what you can do is go find this image. If it's almost similar to this image, we can open it. For example, this was exactly similar but not same. I think India Mart or some other uh, website has a similar model or style, whatever. So I'll try to find an image where it matches, so we can use that size also. So I trust Amazon's website most of the time, but I feel that this image would do like similar one, or Trade India, similar one, or something like this. Click on this. Maybe we'll find some sizes of this. Metal type, size, height, width, and sometimes we may get, but don't know. So we can check few images. I would say this image is also almost matching to this chair, but it is wider, so we can adjust the shape, not a problem, once we model it. I think this chair should match. It is similar, but it is of different color. No problem. I will try to check if it is available in other colors as well. Yes, I think yes. This is the same chair what we were looking for. Let's check if it has dimensions. Yes, it has dimensions. So we can use these dimensions to model our chair. What I will do quickly is take a screenshot of this, save this. I'll save this. Okay. Once we have this dimensions, I'll take a cube in my scene, default scene. What I will do is open this dimension thing, open it. Width is 86 centimeters, height is 80 centimeters, and depth is 60 centimeters. So we'll try to use these dimensions and start creating our asset. Width is 46. So what I will do is select this object. I'll check. Yeah, this is the front, so width will be on the side width. select. Width will be how much it was, 46 centimeters, 46, 46, 46, yes, 46, done. And then 80, depth was 80. Okay, that is height. Height is 80 centimeters, and then we have 60 centimeters as depth. Yep. So this is the chair size we can use. What I will do now is move this object up the grid, which is this. What I use, I change the pivot of this object using D and V. D is to change the pivot, and then V is to vertex snap. I'll snap it here, and then move it above the ground. So once this is done, yes, so this is our chair size. So now we have this chair. What I will do now is import our image. View, image plane, and then click on import. I'll go to desktop, and then we have the stream chair, and then we have the chair image. Open. This is the chair image. Select this, and then change the depth to 1000 or more to get the image here. Now what I will do is put this out here. It is almost matching. We'll change the focal length of this just a bit to at least match 3 points, how I did in the last session, last stream. I'll keep it like this. So view, select camera, and then I'll change the focal length to around 55. Let me check if it is matching or not. Yep, almost, it's almost matching. Yep, almost there. Yeah, this should do. View, select camera. I will lock the camera now, so there will be movement in the camera. Then I select the object, the shape for our chair, the base. Select that, and then add this to a new layer, and then use the template version for this so that it doesn't select. Okay, once we have this, we can start modeling on top of this. Most people, while they are making the pipes, they get confused and then make so many mistakes. Normally what they do, they have taken this shape. What I do now is normally take this in the corner. I have this placed in the corner. I go to right view and check if it is correct or not. It's correct here. Then what I do, I add a scale. Once I have the scale, what I will do is hold the pipe button or the slash button, backslash button, to zoom in like this. So once I have this, I just click it here. What I do now, I want to add some thickness to this. Select faces, and then transform component, and add some thickness. Done. Why, I got the thickness for this tube. Now what I need to do is duplicate it. Shift D, and then I will rotate this 90 degrees, move it up like this, and then push it back. Most people make a mistake. What they do is they try to extrude these faces from the top. What they do, they manually extrude like this, rotate it, and then move it. This doesn't do good extrude or good connections with this tube. What normally I do is select this faces from where I want the pipe to rotate or twist or bend. I select both of them and then use a combine. Once they are combined, what I do, select all the faces, deselect. I don't want the top faces of both. What I do is select all the edges like this, drag select, and then shift right click and then bridge. Division, I add at least 6 divisions or 7 divisions. Change this to bend. This helps in creating a good shape. See, now it is exactly matching the shape. Only thing is we need to change a few things with this. We can change it, not a problem. But we got the exact shape. Now we can use the same technique to make this other part. How to do that? Or we can just select this. We can duplicate it, rotate it like this. Move it above like this. Place it here. Done. I'll go to right side and then check if it is there or not. Yes, it is there. What I will do is normally change the pivot of this object whenever I'm working with this. Currently this is locked. I'll take a new perspective camera so that I can model in the perspective again, a different one. What I do is select this object, change the pivot of this from here to this point so that I can place it other side, D and V, and then place it here. Once I have it here, what I do is select, hold V and then move it here. Once I have it here, I just move it really close by like this and then go to perspective and check if it is matching or not. Yes, it is matching. Once we have this here placed correctly, what I do is I don't want these faces, I'll just delete them. We have this face. What I do now, these faces also I don't want, I'll delete, and then select both of them, combine, and then select the edge which we want, select and then bridge. No need of dimensions, or if you want we can delete this edge loop also, so it gets fixed. What I did right now is let me show you. Whenever we are using soft and harden edges, wherever the object has some soft edges, it will make them softer. Sometimes these corners are sharp, so we want them to be sharp, so it doesn't do when we do soften edges, so it looks like this black shadow on top, but we don't want it. So we can just click on harden, soften, harden this. So what it does, wherever there is a less angle, it will change the angle, and then this corner will make the hard angle. So for same thing it will do here as well. So it's done. Once this is done, we need one more thing for this side, right? For this one, what I can do now is select this object, shift D, do a hold J and rotate it 90 degrees like this, and then bring it down. I'll go to perspective again and then see if it is there or not. I'll go to right view and almost touch the ground. Don't exactly touch it, but I want to touch it almost, and then push it back like this. So once this is there, we have this shape already. So now only thing we need to do is rotate this 90 degrees and then we have the connection properly. So what I do now is edge selection and then shift right click and then connect component. This helps me to rotate it and then again bridge it. So what I will do now is select vertex, or we can do a separate, both of them we can separate them. So once it is separate, we can select like this, delete history, freeze transformation. What I do now is D and V and then bring it here, and then D and V and bring it here. So this is the center of that object. Once it is here, what I will do is hold J and then rotate it 90 degrees. Once it is here, we got the shape. Now only thing is connections. How to connect? I don't want the top part, so delete. Before deleting, what I will do is select this DV, and then change the pivot again here, and then I'll use the pivot vertex of this object, this other object, for the vertex of this bottom piece to connect. What I'll do, select this and delete. Once we have this object almost placed together, we'll select all the things and then just combine. The vertex are there but not merged together, it's there almost. What we'll do is select these edges, okay, not this one, this is the edge. So we select the faces, we don't want this, we'll just pull it up or use vertex snap. Done. Select the faces from here, both sides, and delete. What I now do is select the vertex, all the vertex, merge vertex, shift right click, and then merge vertex. If I want to go to options, I can do that, or I can just go to merge vertex. You get this option, how much threshold you want for the merge vertex. Once I'm happy with this merge, see, it is merged together, it does a good job. Select both. What I can do now is select both the edges, deselect, and then bridge. Done. I don't want this delete edge, right? Got it. So now one side of the frame is ready. We need to just bridge them or the mirror them on the other side, so it will work fine. I hope I'm clear till here. One second, let me check. I don't know where the chat went. One second. Once you have this model done, one side is done, so what I need to do is just mirror this on the other side. Before that, I want to just make a cap here so that later when we want it, we can just use it. What I'll do, select, or we can go to side view and the multi-cut here. How to use multi-cut? Select object, shift right click, and then use a multi-cut. Here I'll add a multi-cut. Select this edge, add a bevel on top, select, and then transform component. Move it like this, bring this down, select this both edges, bevel it, add a fraction. This will be kind of a plastic button. Normally people put it on top because the pipe is very sharp on the corners, so that's why they put this cap on the top, so it doesn't make any scratch or cut to anyone who's working with this chair. So we have this metal frame ready. It is not exactly what we are like seeing right now, but the thing is the entire thing here, this should move out like this. Only then this thing looks perfect. The chair should move out because this from here till here should rotate in the back, or we can select here from here, and then I'll change the pivot of this to the bottom and then rotate it like this and then move it just a bit, because we cannot put this chair as it is because it has some bend. Normally this is a metal rod, so whenever someone sits on top of this, it has some this bend on the back like this. So it is not 100% exactly straight. So what I did is just bend it a little bit so that we can So this is most of it. If you want, we can add more thickness or more bends and curves to this. I can just move it a little bit further as I can see it in the image. Not a problem, but don't push it too much on the bottom. So we have this chair ready now. Before like completing the chair, I want to make few changes to this because this metal frame, whenever it is bent, what happens is these parts, they are actually dented, because when they are bent, what happens is a part of it moves inside. So what I am doing right now is making that dent, just a bit of dent, nothing too much, just a bit of dent, so that it looks perfect. Because whenever a rod or metal piece is twisted or made some change, it actually makes a dent kind of a thing. Not too much, just a bit. Currently it looks like flat, which is not the accurate way to do it. It needs some dent here and there, so it looks better. Any bend like this will have some dent if it is like manually bent. Just using the same technique to push it inside like this, just that's it, done. Now it looks more better. Now what we can do is mirror this on the other side. As the metal frame is almost, I will do a mirror on top of this and then change the direction of this to positive. This chair frame is done. Just checking the vertex if they are correctly welded or not. Most of the time they are, sometimes they are not, so it's better to check before you make any mistakes. So this is done. Now we need to understand what next part we need to make. We have a metal frame and then we have the seat. This metal tubing will make later. First we'll make this chair seat. How do I make this chair seat? What I do now is go to the side view and then take a cube. This cube will be mostly flat. Yep, like this. So I'll keep it here, right to our perspective. We'll go back to our perspective view. I'll keep it like this only until I am satisfied with the model. Once I'm happy with this, I'll change the shape later. While I'm modeling, I'll just keep a duplicate of this so that I don't make any problems or I don't make any. So what I do is I will rotate it like this, flat. So this is the chair base. So what I'll do is keep it like this and go back, check if the size is correct or not. Yes, it's almost correct. Go side view. So we have this chair ready. What I will do is check if when I press 3 is correct or not. It is not. So what I will do now is add supporting segments to this so that we can support the outermost edges for the shape. Select and then bevel. Add a fraction, zero 0.8 or 0.7. Select and then bevel. Add a fraction of 0.7 or 8. Same. When I press on 3, I'll see that this is the shape, but on the top it is very sharp and the bottom it is soft. So what I'll do, Here in the middle, we'll add one segment. It is connect, add a bevel on top, okay. Increase the fraction. So it is almost there. This part, I'll push it up just a bit. Done. This one, I'll put it down just a bit. Done. So in the corner of this, we have stitches. So we can create those stitches, not a problem. How to do those stitches as well, we'll check while doing in Substance Painter. But for now, we got the seat. I want to add some puffiness to this. That would be better. Just adding some puffiness here. Select the faces, move it up. Just select the words. Add some puffiness. Now what I do is this from here till here till here. Or we can do is select this entire top part and then make it, and then extract faces. This is almost the same thing. Now what I will do is select the edge, extrude edge, and then move it inside just a bit like this. And then we have this part which we have the shape base, and then move it like this, extrude inside. As you can see, we have the shape here. We can push it up, and then we have the other object. Select this edge. I can select the object and then use transform component to move this inside the corner edge just a bit, so it gives me a good shape like this piping kind of a thing, which I like. This one I like it. It looks good. Now what we need to do is, before I make any changes to this, I want to make a deform here, or we can start working with the direct deformation. Or we can make a metal tube. After that we can do that, not a problem. For making that metal tube, what I will do is select this edge, select this object. I'll do a shift D, so we get a copy. Either we can use this bottom piece for the tubing, or we can use the upper piece. Select, deselect, and then I will delete. So this is the piping base I want to create. Select it and then move it down. What I do now is I'll extrude this, add a thickness to this, or we can move it out so it looks like this. This is kind of a metal piping. Currently it has like 4 faces, so that is the reason it looks like this. If I add more faces to this, the shape will be better. How do I do that? So what I do is select all the edges, deselect these internal long lines, select, deselect, 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 and then connect component. Connect component, and then we need to add a flow. Insert edge flow and connect. This makes sure that the edges are good. But why, I don't know what is this happening. No, I will add them manually and then move them, so it will be better. We'll do connect component, edit, reset, and then connect. Just select these all sides. Just hold on a second. Hello. Yeah. So just selected this edges. Use transform component to make this shape round shape. Almost done. Yep. So this is a metal kind of a ring. If not, we can select all the edges, deselect the main edges which we don't want to make round shapes, and then use circleize component that will help to make it circle round shape. So this is one option we can do. If the thickness you feel that it is too much, then we can reduce the thickness. I'll use a transform component, set all the faces and then make it smaller. I would say now it is better, it looks better. I'll push it up just a bit. Overall, I'll scale it inside like this. Go to side, select this both pieces, just increasing the height of it so that it looks better. I want to see it better. Done. So we have this chair. Done. It has some more roundness in the front. So what I can do is like make some changes to this front vertex. Select these objects here and then go to vertex and then like select this vertex and then move this in the back like this. So it looks more round shape, or we can just pull this front, or like this part a bit front like this part like this, just a bit. Yep, now this looks better. Once this is done, what I'll do is select this mirror, this object, and then change this location to positive. Select this mirror, change it to positive. Select this mirror, change it to positive. Why am I changing to positive? Because currently the direction is wrong. I want to mirror it in. I want to mirror this object to that side. So, but it is doing it's in opposite direction. So I'm just fixing that mirror value. Just changing the negative value. That's it. Now we have this both objects done. Select object. I'll combine this. What I can do now is select this joint, and then if I try to move it down like this, does it? Yes, it does. But I don't want to do this. What I will do is add a smooth on top of this. Smooth, what it does, it will add a subdivision on top. Again, I'll add a smooth on top of this. This ensures that it has enough mesh for this bend or this curve shape. So what I will do now is, currently it is flat. I want this corner to go down. So what I do is select this object, go to transformer, non-linear, and then bend. We have this, and then I'll rotate it 90 degrees like this, and then use curvature and then change. I don't know which direction it is going in, so I'll check from the top. I'll change the rotation of this to other direction, which I want the direction. Yes. So I'll change the high bound and low bound, and check, low bound is here. I don't want any low bound here, but I want high bound. But that is also very much less. I don't want too much low bound here, so I'll keep it in a controlled path. Now it depends on us how deep we want to keep it. So I feel that this should be like enough for this. Select the object now. If I want to use this deformer again, what I do is select, delete history, freeze transformation, and then done. This is done. So now we have this thing completed. What we can do is now use the same object and then use it as a backrest. How to do that? I'll select object, right view, and then keep it here. What I do now is I'll go and then db and then change the pivot of this to here. Select the vertex from the center and then scale it a bit. So this is the place I want my object to be there, like this. Done. So we have this object halfway. Now I just will blur it on the other side, the bottom part. So I'll delete history free transformation, center pivot, or I'll change to D and then pivot it here. Once the pivot is here, what I will do is click on mirror and then change this axis to Y, and then negative is already done, but I will change it to bounding box. What this does, it will create a text or a point from where it will mirror. What I can do is change this position to any other place, and then this will make this back seat, backrest. Once we have this backrest done, no need to do anything else. Only thing now you need to do is make a bend on top of this so that it gives a good curvature. This currently is not looking good because it is flat. Normally it is not flat, it is actually curved in shape. And that too, it currently this one is not doing that shape what I want in this. It needs more curvature. I'll go to front view and then try to make some changes here that will actually help me create some good shape. Select this vertex from the front and then push it here like this. Once it is there, what I will do is I'm just changing the shape of the chair piece so that I get more curvature in the corner. Like this. So we get this more curvy shape. I'll click on 3 and check if it is doing justice or not. If it is doing, then what we'll do, fix this problem somehow just by moving vertex. Most of the time just moving vertex will fix the problems, but I don't want to keep this super high mesh. What I will do is when I feel that the model is accurate and I don't need this additional mesh, I just delete additional stuff. So once this is done, I'll mirror this on the other side, which is positive X. So we have both sides done, and then now I want to add a deformer on top of this to make a bend. Select this object, delete history free transformation for this, and then what you can do is deformer, non-linear and bend. What I do is rotate it 90 degrees and then use the curvature, add a bend, but it is doing in the wrong direction. So change it to the front 90 degrees, stop view, and then the curvature is too much for it. No, yes, the curvature is too much for it. Yeah, we can use this and then done. Delete history, freeze transformation, select this object, push it back. Yep. So this I think is done, this chair. So whenever I feel that the mesh is too much, what I do is select this object or any object which I want to make delete. What I do is select this alternate edges. For this, the edges which are there in the horizontal now are required, not the vertical one. So what I am doing is just deleting those alternate edges. So alternate edges selecting, or I can use this shortcut also. I think I have it. Custom, yes, select alternate edge and delete. Select alternate and delete. Done. Done. I feel that here also the not much as is required, so we can just delete it like this. Done. I don't require edges inside, so it's better I delete. For this as well, what I can do is select this, set alternate edge, delete, select, select alternate edge, delete. Done. This also I'll select. The internal edges which are not required, I'll just select and delete. This is not required. This is not required. Delete. This is also not required. Yep. So most of the pieces are in low poly. Not going more. What I will do is hide this and then again bring back the old one, which is the one, the flat one, which I don't. Yeah, this one is a hide. Then bring it back and then rotate it to copy. Like this. Rotate it. Done. In the negative. I'll go side view and then what I'll do is rotate it just a bit, so it is there. Here acquire some shapes, need to connect them. What we require here, we require some support. Either we can use the same this thing. What I do is normally if I want to create something for this shape, I'll duplicate this, isolate from here, select, deselect, delete. Done. Select and then I'll mirror this on the other side. Done. Kuna, just give 2 minutes, I'll be back. Yes, we are here back. So this is our model. For this I want some thickness. I'll add some extrude on top of this. This will be kind of a metal frame. This will help me get some thickness. What I will do is add some more thickness to this. How do I know that this piece has some thickness? Because I've worked for so many objects, I know which part is like which part is how and where. So what I do is now use transform component, add some thickness to this, some metal frame kind of a thing. I'll make one more copy of this and then duplicate and keep it in the bottom. I'll isolate this. I don't want too many pieces. I want this to be inside, not outside. Delete, fill hole, and then I'll mirror this on the other side. Done. So we have this done. This object, yes. Done. What I will do is add a bevel to this so it looks better. Like this, I'll select these corners. Yes, select this top part. This one from here, I'll select all the corners. Once it is done, add a bevel. I have a default bevel set to 0.25, sorry, 0.2 and then 2 segments. So it's like this. It'll look very sharp. Done. I'll use a shift D W and then push it down, move it forward like this. Done. Or I can move it more inside like this. Done. So this is our frame which holds these two parts together. It doesn't move out. Once this is done, what I will do is normally these are welded together, these pieces, so we can add some weldings to this as well. What I can do is select this object, select shift D, select and then deselect. I'll delete everything else. This is the part what I want. I'll keep it like this. Or we can take the other group, other part. I want this part to be done. Select D, delete other pieces. So yes, once we remove it, done. It's here. Or we can select both pieces. I want the middle part, not the both pieces. I'll connect. I'll select this, delete, select faces, select, delete. We have this here done. What I will do is select this object, select fill hole, I'll select these corner edges, delete. So we have this faces object select. Soft and harden, done. Edges set all, bevel, fraction, or increase the fraction more. Once they are here, we'll push it back like this. Select face and then scale it a bit. I'll just keep it like this. Later, once we add the textures, that time here I will add a noise texture that looks like I don't shortcut. I use like whenever I select an object, if I want to add a bevel, I use the shift right click and then select edge, select shift right click and then add a bevel. I do like this, so it's pretty much handy. I don't change my hand positions, so it is pretty fast. This is also like a tool which I don't need to do shift and click. Select an object, click on this, and it does a bevel for me. So like this, whatever I use, I made a shortcut key for everything. So it's pretty handy for anyone to do. So this one is the bevel done. What I will do is duplicate it, center pivot, and then push it down like this, and then move it, and done. So like this we have, come on, I did a shift D. Shift D. This is I made it. It is mine. If you need how, if you want how to do it, we can do a class on this. Not a problem. Later, like whenever. I'll tell you how to do it. It is in Mel actually. I made it in Mel. Whatever shortcut keys I wanted, I added it inside. You can make one for yourself. Very easy. Once I have both sides done, I'll combine them, mirror them on the other side. It's kind of a plugin only. It's not a plugin. So what I did was I made this script. Where did it go? So this is the command what I use for it. The script here is almost like this. Uh, file, open script, and then where is it? Yeah. So this is the script what I wrote for this. All the actions are there. They can be used from here. So this is a Mel script. Okay. Yeah, we do everything. So we are a multimedia institute. So we teach Maya, Max, and all the softwares. Yeah. So this is done. Here we'll add a screw for our shape. For this, what I will do is change this cylindrical shape to 6 or 7 shape, done, and then I'll change the height of it very small. Select this vertex chamfer and then I'll do a transform component, scale it a bit more like this. Once it is done, I will add a circularize component on top and then add a division to this. Once it is there, I'll extrude it like this. Poke face, add a bevel to this. What I will do now, I don't want this thickness. Transform component, reduce the thickness of it. I feel that thickness is too much, so I select the transform component, and then yes, I think this should do. Like this. We have the shape. We can make this. What I do is insert some edge loops here. I'd say multiple. I'll do 5 edge loops. Once it is done, what I do is I will select, delete, and then push them down just a bit like this, and then from here we'll like this. From here to here connect, from here to here connect, from here to here connect, here to here connect. I can connect this from here to here, this from here to here. Then according to my thing, I can just adjust the shape. This is for the shape of the spring, so not spring, the threads of the screw. I'll use a bevel on top of this to make that shape. So I keep it like this. Once it is there, what I do is select all the edges from here to here, so it goes around like this. I'll deselect these pieces. I deselect this as well, and then add a bevel, and then add a fraction. From here to here, I'll select and then do a transform component, and then push this out. So this is kind of a screw. Harden edge done. What I will do is now I'll select this and then push it out like this, or what I'll do is select these two edges, delete. I'll select this, connect component from here, connect component from here, done. This and this delete, select vertex, connect component, select, come on, connect component. This is our shape for the screw, done. Now what I will do is keep a copy of this. I'll delete history freeze transformation this. Once it is done, what I'll do, I'll control D and then I'll hide this piece and then select this and push it where I require. So what I do is now I wanted to keep it on top of this. I'll rotate it. See, it depends on the requirement what you have. It is not always it depends on the usage of it. If you're not using it for animation, like if there is no bend deformer or any other kind of deformers on top of this, there is no problem. But then if you're using it for good animation, then you need to fix the n-gons and other stuff. If you're using it for games and other stuff, but try to keep it to triangles, not, I would say, uh, so normally when we are working with any uh, project, commonly people feel that n-gons and like you should not have any n-gons, but then very rarely you cannot like control that piece, right? So you can convert that into a triangle or four side or three side triangle, four sides one and then one side one triangle, so that can be controlled. But then yes, we can do it, not a problem, but I want to like manually adjust them, so that's why I manually moved it. So now I have this two screws here, done. I'll mirror this on the other side, positive side, done. Both sides it is fixed, so there is no requirement of this. Next thing we need to do is add a screw here and then make a copy. What I will do is now we have this screw already, shift D and then control H. I'll unhide this. So we have the screw. I want to use the same screw here. Let me check, or I can just use the same, shift D, duplicate. I'll rotate it. I'll rotate it and keep it like this. Just select it and then push it like this, so it comes down. Done. You can do the snapping things, not a problem, but I like doing it manually. It's way better and then faster. Snapping takes some time sometimes, exactly snapping it, so like, it's way better option. So now we have the screws snapped bottom, and then now we need one more piece, which is the bottom, the holders. For that, what I will do is take a cylinder. This cylinder, what I will do is select the bottom, scale it a bit, push it up like this. So these are kind of a stopper which requires I'll use a chamfer for this, hold space like this, done, and then extrude inside. Yes, yes, we can. this is one object done. Now what I will do is add a screw again, shift D. This screw will be mostly like the holding piece. One second, I'll be back. back. Sorry, I was getting some call from a client. So this is here. What I can do is I'll snap this to the bottom, DV, and then snap. I'll isolate this pieces. Select this DV and then snap B and V and then snap it. Or we can change the snap from here to here and then V and then snap it here. Scale it just. So this is like a stopper. What we'll do is select this object, add a bevel here, here, and then here and here. Add a bevel. You can see that there is a bevel kind of done. So this looks like a stopper now, the bottom. What I do now is select both of them. Normally these are sometimes flat and sometimes U-shaped. If you want, we can do that U-shape as well, not a problem. Using this deformer, or we can use a lattice tool. Select this object. Yeah, fine. Select this object. I'll go to custom and then lattice. Normally, if the lattice is not available in your thing, go to rigging and then I think in the animation rendering effects custom. Where is it? Modeling curves and shapes. It should be here somewhere. I think it's in the rigging. Should be here only. I'll tell you where it is in some time. I will add some divisions to this, like this. Then what I do is select this from here and then bring this down. Select object, add lattice, add more numbers, select, yeah, like this. So you can use this deformer to bend it. I use like this. Select both, down like this. Select the corners, bring it up. Select this both like this, like this. So it is kind of U shape thing. Done. Once we are happy with this, select and then go to poly model, delete history freeze transformation. We have this now. What I will do is now select both of them. I'll combine them together so they are in one piece. Select object, go to perspective, and then I'll check which direction it is in U. I'll rotate this 90 degrees, and then move it in this corner shape. I'll go to front view and then keep it here like this. Just a bit. Yep. So this is kind of a shape we wanted. Done. We got this shape. I'll duplicate and then keep one more here. So we have two pieces here on one side. Once we have them, I'll combine and then mirror them on the other side. Yep. This is a complex shape, and then the object. I could have completed this entire thing in 1.5 hours, but due to a call, I couldn't. I'll try to texture this in the next class, UV it in the next session. Maybe I'll take it tomorrow if possible. We'll name everything when we are doing the texturing or UV part. For today, we'll just stop it here and then I'll take a screenshot of this and so can update the banner. Okay, so the model is done. What I'll do is select everything, isolate. let's what is it? I don't know the grid. I just want the escape and then the shape save one. Okay, I think I'll stop the stream now. It's almost 1.5 hours. I hope people liked it. If you like it, please share, like, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.